First off, for the first game of the year, pretty excited about scoring 106 points, and we really weren't hitting on all cylinders. Saw a lot of good stuff out there today and some stuff that we need to work on, but I felt like it was a great start with the group that we have out there without JQ being out there on the floor.
Penny, when JQ's back in there, obviously he's running your point. We saw Caleb run the point today and Young come off the bench. Do you see Young strictly being the backup for Quinterly, or do you see Caleb moving over there? How do you see that rotation going as far as the point guards?
It's kind of tough right now because that was today's lineup. Jaylen, to me, can be a starter, can be a backup. Caleb is definitely capable. That's not his most comfortable spot, being the starting point guard. I might start totally different next game, and I just did that today. I wanted to see that lineup today.
Coach, great win today. Kind of explain how it felt to be as a father watching Ashton have a great performance today.
Yeah, it was a great win today, but Ashton is getting better and better every day. The one thing that he was blessed with is that jump shot. He can really shoot the basketball. So having him on the court as a weapon out there behind the three-point line is crazy. I've never had a shooter that size. Landers Nolly, the closest that can shoot it like that. But I've had shooters, Lester, Tyler, Landers. I put him in that same boat, and that's a really good group of shooters. So to have him there to be able to space the court is great.
Penny, you mentioned that it wasn't clicking on all cylinders, but maybe correct me if I'm wrong, it seemed as cohesive as one of your teams has looked in one of these early exhibition games. Mm-hmm. What have you seen in practice and in this game? Do you sense it's gelling together maybe quicker, better than previous seasons?
Yeah, I think it's gelling together because even though there's 13 new guys, these guys like playing on the court. They hang out together off the court. So it's making it easier for them to, have fun out on the court playing. And I think you see that chemistry early. Even though we got together late, the trip going over to the DR really helped this team bond, and they've been close ever since they've gotten back.
Coach, how did it feel, even in the exhibition, the defensive pressure? You guys were going after every loose ball, going after every pass, tipping the ball, just making it tough for Lane, whether it's a half-court press or a half-court trap. How did that feel?
It makes me feel good because, we hang our hat on defense. When you go on the road and get in tough environments or you're trying to win big games, it's going to basically come down to defense. And the energy that we had today on the defensive end, I'm proud of, and it's still early.
You guys shot 70% from three in the first half there, and you finished the game 50% from beyond the arc. I know it's just an exhibition game, but this looks to be a pretty good three-point shooting team. Do you expect that to be a significant part of your offense moving forward?
Yes, for sure. I am very excited because we haven't had a lot of great three-point shooting teams, under my tenure here. We maybe 1 year, maybe two, but now this team definitely has the capabilities, and even with getting JQ back, because he's a really good three-point shooter, to be able to space the floor for our inside game with Malcolm and JB. So, and even when Nicholas goes to the five. So I like having that spacing, be able to space the court out, because if they go double team, then we have guys that can make them pay.
Penny, we've asked you kind of throughout the offseason who your number one offensive option, your alpha, your leader is on this team. Is it safe to say after this game that's David Jones?
David is just no matter how you try to tone him down, it's not going to work. He's just he is who he is. And I told him I don't want to change his mentality, but he's going to get it baskets multiple ways because he can knock down threes. He can get to the foul line. He can get offensive rebounds. He can run the fast break and go coast to coast. He does it so many different ways out there on the court that he could very well, be the guy because he's going to play the minutes, and he has the ability to score in multiple ways.
Two questions, but real quick. Quinterly, anything serious there with him holding him out today?
No, we're just kind of being cautious. Little hyperextension of the knee a while ago. We just kind of, because he's had problems with the knee in the past, we wanted to make sure that he was just 100%. He's been practicing, but maybe play next game.
And then the schedule you've put together this year, and kind of how daunting it is here early. Has that helped in terms of getting everyone on the same page? Like everyone kind of knows what lies ahead for you really quickly here during the start of the season?
I think that's twofold, honestly. I think the first side of that is these guys just enjoy playing together, and the second side of it is they understand that our non-conference is pretty much our season. Not that we're ignoring the AAC or anything like that. It's just the conference tournament. I mean, the regular season, when it starts, is going to be a tough non-conference schedule, so we'll have to be ready for that. I think they know that.
Coach, I got 2 questions. Jaylen Young, 5 steals today. Could you kind of put him in a category as a great defensive player like Alex Lomax? And as you watch this team from practice and today, do you feel like you guys have an identity so far?
Yeah, I could definitely put Jaylen Young. I mean, Alex Lomax, I coached him a long time. Jaylen Young has a knack to get steals kind of like Alo did. And it makes me feel good to be able to have another guy that can get, pressure the ball up the court. And that's what we really love to do to the opposing guard. So to be able to get him here, he has the ability to be Defensive Player of the Year in our conference. And our identity right now, it looks like offense because we're scoring points, but our defense is leading to our offense. But I think our identity is always going to be defense.
Coach, a bunch of transfers, but one standout being in Malcolm Dandridge returning. Talk about how his impact is, especially on a team like this. Just coming back and then you seeing his energy on the floor, constantly making the right plays, getting the fast breaks going, running down ends of the floor. He had a play where he got 2 blocks and then scored on the other end. Talk about just how important that is, even with a team like this.
Yeah, Malcolm, man, so key to our season. If I had to pick a guy that we needed to be healthy and needed to be on for us to be champions, it's Malcolm Dandridge, because his talent is second to none. He's skilled at his size. When he's shot blocking and running the floor and finishing under the rim like that, then special. I was happy to see him play a great game, especially first game out. Didn't play many minutes, only like 16 minutes because obviously it's exhibition, but we're looking for him to have, big play for us when the season starts.
Last question.
Penny, you've been very gracious in helping out Lane and Lemoyne and Christian Brothers. Big part of their athletic revenue would be what they pick up from these particular games, and obviously a great relationship with Andre. But with that said, can you foresee playing one of those super secret scrimmages against a fellow Division I opponent in the future to get you ready, especially for the non-conference schedules you like to play?
Yeah, I think so. I've been thinking more about it. This is kind of tradition for us because Coach Finch did it when I played. Well, we've always played Christian Brothers or Lemoyne and now Lane. But for us, we might have to just alternate one of those teams and then play one close scrimmage because I think that's fair to us and the team now with us having a hard non-conference scheduling for us to actually see a Power 5 school in a close scrimmage to see where we fare against maybe we can get an Ohio State, or you can go and get one of these other teams that you're not going to probably face in the regular season and just do a close scrimmage, a Marquette or somebody, and then just go in there and just and battle it out. I just named those teams, but to go, yeah, for sure, and just kind of alternate one game against a Lemoyne or Lane or whatever every other year. Thank you.